This is your Barbados Today morning news update for Tuesday, June the 26th. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, there seems to be a major shakeup within the National Housing Corporation, as Barbados Today understands that General Manager Lynette Napoleon Young has been terminated. According to a source close to the development, Napoleon Young, who was appointed under the Democratic Labour Party administration that was ousted in the May 24th general election, received the dismissal letter yesterday. However, when contacted, Napoleon Young would neither confirm nor deny the report, stating that she was not under any circumstances speaking on the matter. Barbados Today also understands that the Rural Development Commission is at a standstill, as they have been given orders to halt all projects pending the completion of an audit. Persistent efforts to reach Minister of Housing, Lands and Rural Development George Payne proved futile. A local police officer has been banned from driving for the time being. Ronaldo Goodman yesterday lost his right to use the country's roads as a motorist until a causing death by dangerous driving charge against him is adjudicated in the High Court. The sentence was imposed on one of 6 traffic offenses allegedly committed by Goodman on May the 26th after he was involved in an accident that claimed the life of 52-year-old Owen Stewart. Now, Goodman, who is represented by attorney Anthony Francis Worrell, appeared before District A Magistrate Graveney Bannister. Veteran Calypsonian Peter Adonijah Allen has announced he will no longer be taking part in the annual crop over competition, while taking issue with the judging format used by the National Cultural Foundation to select Sweet Soca and Party Monarch finalists. Speaking to Barbados Today on the heels of Sunday night's announcement by the NCF of the 32 performers who have made it through to the semi-finals stage of both popular contests, the former Road March King, who has competed in the Calypso arena for the past 37 years, expressed concern that the selections were made based on CD recordings and not live performances, which he said were the only true reflection of the performing ability of the competitors.
I returned from competition altogether, yeah.
And that's basically it? There was any reason that made you decide that you had enough?
Well, a lot of reasons. For one thing, I was just tired of it, for one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I started doing this thing 37 years ago this year.
Wow.
I haven't competed every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've sung every year except for 2. One in which I was away studying, and the other one in which I was injured.
Yeah.
Right? But the competition doesn't really do anything for me anymore, right? And I have become very aware of the fact that there are elements in the competition that I do not like at all.
That was veteran Calypsonian Adonijah speaking with Barbados Today's Lashawna Griffith.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Welcome back with news from the region now. The preliminary inquiry into the case of a young Guyana Defense Force captain accused of killing his reputed wife starts today. Javon Vickery reports.
Magistrate Lachman has ordered the commencement of the preliminary inquiry into the death of Riona Payne, who was allegedly killed by Captain Erwin Sandy of the Guyana Defense Force. 3 months after the captain was arraigned before the courts for the murder of Payne, the presiding magistrate in the matter on Wednesday expressed impatience with the prosecution in the case. Magistrate Judy Lachman ordered that the preliminary inquiry into Payne's death should commence with urgency. She suggested that the prosecution was given enough time to get their file together. Police prosecutor Sean Gonzalez had disclosed to the court that 3 outstanding statements are not yet within the prosecution's file. He requested additional time. Magistrate Latchman, however, reminded that the prosecution was previously given 2 weeks to have the statements filed. Magistrate Latchman then gave the prosecution up to June 26 to have the statements filed and the witnesses present in court for the commencement of the murder PI. An autopsy report revealed that Payne was shot 14 times to the chest and once to the head. It is alleged that on March 31, 2018, at First Street, Alexander Village, Georgetown, the 36-year-old Army captain murdered Payne.
And on the international front, at least 2,300 children have been taken from their families since 5th May after entering the United States without documentation at the U.S.-Mexico border. An uncertain reunion process now lies ahead of them.
We want a system where when people come in illegally, they have to go out.
President Trump on Monday reiterated his frustration with laws granting due process to illegal immigrants and denied a report from the New York Times that said he privately regrets signing an executive order to stop his administration's 2-month-old policy of separating migrant families.
I wanted to sign that. In fact, I was saying yesterday, before I read this phony story in the New York Times, that I was very, very happy that I signed that.
Despite that order, government officials report that 2,053 children remain separated from their parents at the U.S.-Mexico border.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We are also on Izumi Media in-bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.